Hi, this is Al here. We'll be doing Qimen Lesson 24, looking at your indirect wealth. Okay, so let's recap. What's the difference between a direct and indirect wealth? So direct wealth, as you know, in Chinese metaphysics, we call it 正财. This is where you need to direct a fair bit of energy and time to obtain money or profit. So example, you are a businessman, you are an employee, you are a salesperson. The symbols involved is 生门 and 物. The second one is called pian, indirect wealth, where you spend a small amount of money and time, and you can make big amounts of money, even when you're sleeping. So examples are passive income, having a windfall, speculatory investment, inheritance, business collaboration, and investment with a leveraged nature. The symbols involved are 上门 and 生门. Okay, let's look at indirect wealth combinations. Okay, let me tell you something, a secret. In order to memorize all these combinations, we are actually looking at the interaction between your daystem and your 上门 or 生门 and 上门 interaction. So when they are producing each other, you have a good outcome. When they are hurting or destroying each other, one destroy the other, that means that you have a negative outcome. So let's go look at 上门 destroying daystem. So when you destroy it, it means that the affinity is gone. When your 上门 and your daystem is in your same palace, it means that there is harmony. When 上门 is producing the daystem, it means that the indirect wealth is benefiting the daystem. That means that the 上门 is benefiting the client. When the 上门 has a horse, it means that it is difficult to save the indirect wealth. Let's look at 生门. So if this palace has 生门 and it is producing the 上门, it means that the person has good gambling wealth. If the 上门 or 生门 is empty, it means that the indirect wealth comes irregularly and there could be money lost in gambling. So what's the implication of this pian? It means that you need to understand your connection with gambling and lottery. So if you do not have a good connection with indirect wealth, please do not gamble and please do not have this gambling mindset. Try to minimize it. Try to minimize it as much as possible. And through Qimen we can also know whether you have an addiction to gambling. Like previously, we see that the daystem it is producing 上门, that means that you like to gamble. So if you see this combination in your destiny chart, so you have to look at your gambling habits and to control it as much as possible. And if you have empty symbol in your 上门 palace, it means that you have the luck, but you need to plan for the period where the palace is filled. So if you want to know when your palace is filled or you need some help in your pian aspect, please contact me at zihao81@yahoo.com. Thank you.